Most people measure their productivity by measuring the time they take to do a task, but this is not an effective indicator because we may be wasting a lot of time at work. On the other hand, Tim Ferriss advised us to focus on the Pareto principle, the 80-20 principle, which means to focus your efforts on the 20% of the work that brings 80% of the results, and avoid the 20% of the work that consumes 80% of the effort and time. The 80-20 principle, developed by the economist Pareto, is a law that anyone can apply to any example in life. 80% of the results come from 20% of work and time, 80% of the company's profits come from 20% of the goods and commodities, 80% of the stock's profits are from 20% of the investors. The list of examples of the application of this principle is endless. The writer Tim mentioned that before he discovered the Pareto principle, he worked for 15 hours a day and he felt stuck in a train without brakes. Once he discovered the principle, he asked himself two questions. What are the 20% of the resources that cause him 80% of problems and misery, and what are the 20% of the resources that represent 80% of the results that achieve satisfaction and happiness? The aim of these questions is to find weaknesses, get rid of them, and focus on maximizing your strengths. Accordingly, Tim made dramatic decisions, such as, he stopped chasing 95% of the company's customers, and fired 2% of the employees, and focused on 3% of suppliers. And he found that he was wrapped up in the work only for the work itself, and that was the main cause of his misery. So instead of focusing on doing everything you can do in the best possible way, focus on doing the little things that will bring you the biggest progress and development in your life. Parkinson's law is also another law that states that work depends on the time you dedicate to it, so a person must search for the default and get rid of it, in addition to searching for strengths in order to redouble your output. For example, the writer Tim mentioned one of his experiences during his university studies. When he was asked to do a 30-page research on a company, Tim chose a company, and when he finished interviewing the company officials and was ready to deliver the final copy of the research, he was surprised by a call from the company he interviewed telling him that it would not allow him to use the information that was given to him during the interviews. Then, despite the lack of time, Tim searched for another company to prepare the research from the beginning within only 24 hours. And despite this pressure, Tim was able to deliver the research in time and he got a high score in that subject. From here, it becomes clear to us that if a person focuses on the main tasks and points of a project, he will accomplish it in less time and with high quality. But to remember, be efficient and don't focus only on reducing the time needed to do the work, but focus on the main tasks and points of the work as a whole.